In this podcast episode, controversial former footballer Joey Barton discusses various topics ranging from the selection of female football pundits to the impact of COVID-19 on the football industry. Barton expresses his belief that the best person for the job should be selected, regardless of gender, and that underqualified individuals should not be given positions over more qualified candidates. He argues that meritocracy should be the guiding principle in sports, emphasizing the importance of skills, attitude, and ability in team selection. Barton criticizes the quality of female football pundits, pointing out instances where their lack of experience and expertise led to inaccuracies in commentary. He believes that the co-commentators should have a deep understanding of the game, either through playing or coaching experience, in order to provide valuable insights to the audience. He highlights the importance of meritocracy in sports and suggests that diversity should not come at the expense of quality. Barton reflects on the changes in football post-COVID-19, noting a shift in the relationship between players and fans. He acknowledges the vital role fans play in creating an energetic atmosphere in stadiums and how their absence during the pandemic highlighted their significance. He suggests that the empty stadiums served as a reset for players, allowing them to appreciate the impact of fan support on their performance. Barton shares his personal experience with COVID-19, revealing that he contracted the virus early on and experienced symptoms such as loss of smell and taste. He discusses his decision not to get vaccinated due to concerns about the vaccine's safety and efficacy, citing the lack of information and the pressure to keep the economy moving as factors in his decision. He also mentions the negative effects of the pandemic on society, including the erosion of trust in government and authorities. Barton delves into broader social and political issues, criticizing the influence of movements like Black Lives Matter and the Kardashian family on societal values. He expresses concern about the messaging being sent to young people, particularly regarding body image and self-worth. Barton highlights the need for rationality and reason in public discourse, cautioning against the manipulation of language and the spread of misinformation. Barton shares a personal anecdote about his involvement in promoting LGBTQ rights in football, specifically through the Rainbow Laces campaign. He highlights the challenges faced by LGBTQ individuals in the football industry, citing instances where players were afraid to come out due to fear of homophobic abuse from fans. Barton emphasizes the importance of creating a safe and inclusive environment for LGBTQ individuals in football. The conversation shifts to the issue of female commentators in sports, with Barton expressing his views on the topic. He acknowledges that there are some good female pundits in the industry, but criticizes the overabundance of underqualified women in commentary roles. He argues that many women commentators lack the necessary experience and knowledge of the game, leading to subpar analysis and commentary. He believes that qualified men are being overlooked in favor of less qualified women, which he sees as unfair. Barton recounts a controversial incident involving a tweet he posted criticizing female commentators during a snooker match. The tweet sparked backlash and led to Barton appearing on a talk show where he faced criticism from female commentators. Despite the pushback, Barton stands by his opinion that underqualified individuals, regardless of gender, should not be given prominent roles in sports commentary. Barton also delves into the issue of character in modern football, noting a lack of individuality and personality among players. He contrasts the current landscape with past eras where players like Robbie Fowler were known for their outspokenness and unique personalities. Barton laments the homogenization of players' public personas, attributing it to factors like increased media control and financial pressures. Barton also talks about his upbringing and how violence was a part of his childhood. He mentions that he had to make sacrifices as a teenager to pursue his football career, which required discipline and dedication. He emphasizes the importance of mentors in shaping individuals and helping them navigate challenges. He also reflects on his younger self's arrogance and how he has evolved over the years, realizing the mistakes he made in his youth. Barton delves into various societal issues, including the lack of accountability for high earners and corporations when it comes to paying taxes. He criticizes the loopholes that allow the wealthy to avoid paying their fair share of taxes while the burden falls on the working class. He believes that the tax system needs to be reformed to ensure that everyone contributes proportionately. He also touches on the topic of free speech, expressing concerns about the limitations on speaking truth to power and the consequences of challenging authority. Barton expresses his disillusionment with the government and its handling of public funds. He highlights instances where taxpayer money has been misused or allocated to questionable projects, such as the track and trace system during the pandemic. He criticizes the lack of transparency and accountability in government decisions, pointing out the discrepancies in how different groups are treated under the law. Barton discusses issues related to social justice and equality, particularly in terms of how certain groups are treated differently based on their background or beliefs. He raises concerns about the selective enforcement of rules and regulations, citing examples where individuals have been penalized for harmless actions while others engage in more serious offenses without consequences. Barton advocates for a fair and just society where everyone is held accountable regardless of their status or connections.